Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode. Today we're going to be reviewing Hulk number 9 from a couple weeks back, just getting caught up. Alright, guys, now before we get dived into Hulk number 9, I do want to let you know about our 600 subscriber giveaway. And when we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's a Marvel number 1. All you have to do is like the video, be subscribed to the channel, and comment down below. And when we hit 600 subscribers, we'll raffle off the book. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get dived into Hulk number 9. Now, as always, there's a couple things before we get completely dived in that we have to cover. First off, I do want to let you know that we're going to be going heavy into spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled for Hulk 9, that's your warning. Next up, we got to shout out the creative team, because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book, right, guys? So first up, we have the writing is by Donnie Cates and art by Ryan Otley. Inks by Cliff Rathburn. Colors by Marte Gracia and Matt Hollingsworth. And letters by VC's Corey Petit. And there is a forward here. And that kind of gets us caught up because, as you guys know, I jumped off for a couple issues while they were doing the Thor crossover. So that says Hulk has recently undergone a dramatic transformation. His alter ego, Bruce Banner, has split the Hulk into three distinct parts. The Hulk's body has been turned into a starship. Banner's psyche pilots it from within the Hulk's mind. And the Hulk's psyche fuels the starship with his anger. After Hulk was accused of murdering a bar full of patrons in El Paso, Texas, Thor set out to apprehend him, leading to an all-out brawl between them in the far depths of space. During that battle, Bruce Banner confided the truth of the events in that bar that night. A mysterious dark force called Titan had seized control and used Bruce's body to commit the horrific attack. Eventually, both Thor and Hulk understood that the Hulk could no longer be welcome on Earth. Thor said goodbye to his friend and the teammate and told the world that the Hulk had perished in their explosive battle. And Starship Hulk flew off into the far reaches of space, seeking peace and solitude. Hulk Planet Part 1. As we see, he's kind of in his own mind, and he's just being grilled by Doc Samson, who apparently he's set up this protocol in his own mind that, if he doesn't have a session with Doc Samson every day, then he can't pilot Starship Hulk. So he's having kind of like these therapy sessions, trying to figure out why Titan Hulk exists. And during all this, he's asked, to focus on just one good memory. And so he tells a story. He says, when I was a kid, I had a friend, Logan James Gidley. I remember that. We called him LJ. He loved science and comic books, and he was funny. And I don't know, as we see Bruce and his friend from school pull up in the school bus to home. And if you remember Bruce's upbringing, he didn't have the greatest upbringing, and so he doesn't want to go home. And the bus driver says, what are you doing? This is your stop, ain't it? You don't want to go home or what? And Bruce kind of almost cries and mutters "I," as his friend. Let me get his name again. Logan. As his friend Logan stands up and says, "Bruce is staying with me and my folks this weekend. My mom said so." And then the bus driver like, okay, and Bruce thinks, he saved my life. He gave me something I never had. And I don't know if he ever knew that. He gave me a home, somewhere I felt safe. Something I don't know that I've ever felt since my house. My house was just a waiting room, a hurting place. red, and loud. Every quiet moment was just a prelude to something I could never wash clean. Something. And Samson says, "Good things, Bruce, good things." And he says, "Logan's house, it was nice, warm. His parents were kind. They would let me go there as much as I wanted. We would read comics and play video games. And he would pretend, excuse me, he would pretend not to notice my bruises. He didn't pity me. He wasn't afraid of me. I needed that. But then he would come for me. He would always come." As we kind of get this picture of his father coming, and these it's really awesome paneling here by Ollie, as you kind of see that the father is also sort of the Titan version of Bruce's shattered psyche. And Samson says, he's not here now, Bruce. He can't hurt you. And so at the end of this session, Samson's supposed to decide whether or not Bruce can pilot Starship Hulk for another day. And Samson's on the edge, and he asks, "Whatever became of Logan, your friend?" And he replies, "I don't know. I grew up, became a monster. Kind of lost touch, That's why it's a happy memory, Leonard. He's the only person I never hurt." And so Samson gives him the go ahead, and Bruce thinks, "Clear for launch, Captain." So insulting, just the way he says it. I can hear the disdain in his voice. He obviously thinks I've lost it. Not even sure why I have him around. Therapy? What a joke. I'm perfectly fine. A little over 48 hours ago, Starship Hulk intercepted a coded signal beaming from a distant planet beyond the aerial membranes that separate our multiverse. The signal was riding on a beam of gamma. In order to decode and find the source of the distress beacon, I enlisted the aid of my own divided subconscious. By splitting my own subconscious into a crew of multiple personality mental constructs, I've been able to operate the ship at its maximum potential. And if I'm being honest, it's just nice to not be alone. "What are we waiting for, Captain?" says one of his crew members. And, need to make sure we're plenty strong to deal with whatever's down there. So they've kind of arrived at this planet. Obviously, by the front cover, it's like a Planet Hulk type place. And he sees this giant Hulk off in the distance and goes, "Is that me?" And he's, as you can see, he's kind of tiny, and that Hulk's like really, really big. And then some ads. And then all these crazy kind of undead looking mini Hulks come out attacking. Or they said this is Hulk Planet, so I'm calling them Hulks. And right from behind, there's this lady, and she says, "Bruce Banner, do not be afraid. My name is Monolith. Welcome home." And we have this lady here. So kind of like very emotional issue that leads into, I'm guessing, first appearances and the start of this new arc. Yeah, I'm definitely kind of actually glad I jumped back on board. It's at least starting to reveal what caused Titan, and what's to come. And obviously I feel like there's going to be a big fight, and Titan versus Hulk. All right, guys, that's what I have. I I'm giving Hulk a thumbs up. You saw it brought the feels this week. So yeah, gets a thumbs up. That's what I have today. As always, we'll see you guys tomorrow and have a great day.